Hey guys, it's Arda Crystal McCoy. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing a little bit something different today. So what I'm gonna be doing is making the Dubai chocolate bar. I've never made it before. I've never made anything with chocolate, but you could see we're in the kitchen today. Gonna, like I said, do something a little different. It's gonna be kind of like a late Valentine's Day video because I ordered everything and I was ready to get it all filmed and everything for Valentine's Day, but the problem was the katafi, the dough, it came in, I ordered it from Amazon, and it ended up being expired, so I had everything else but that dough. So then I had to go to my local store, international store, and I did find it there. I'll show you guys here in a little bit, but if you want to join me, I think chocolate's art, so it's kind of gonna go with my channel because I know I'm like an art channel, so I want to do a little something creative with the chocolate. I'm gonna try to do maybe a design or something. Like I said, I don't know how it's gonna come out, but if you guys could like the video, if you could subscribe, but only if you want to. I'm not gonna force anyone. But join me today in making the viral Dubai chocolate bar. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so I've gathered up all the ingredients. Here's the katafi, the phyllo dough, I believe the Ghirardelli milk chocolate, and then I got the white Ghirardelli chocolate, the tahini, and then I got the pistachio paste, and then I got some food coloring so I could dye the design on the white chocolate. These are all the colors. I was debating on what color to use. So since it's kind of like a little Valentine's Day video, I'm going to end up going with a pink and a purple, kind of mix them together. So yeah, here's all the ingredients. I'm going to get everything set out. And then here's the molds. They're these giant molds. They're like the size of bricks. The Ghirardelli came with the spoon. So first I got my hands washed. Then I had to wash these pans or molds, and then here I am cutting the dough. I was debating on how much I was going to use. I ended up going with about 2 cups, and I should have probably used more, but since this is my first attempt on it, I was just kind of going with the flow, so I ended up putting some of the spare dough back. So it's okay though. The one that I bought, you could put it in the freezer, so that's pretty cool. So I'll have some for next time and it won't expire right away. So yeah, you could see I ended up measuring about 2 cups, and then I put the rest away, and then I got to get my area all nice and clean here. I'm gonna start making the filling. So I got my pan ready. Gonna melt some margarine. I think a lot of people use butter, but we didn't have any butter. We just had the margarine, so I'm using what we got. Got the dough in here, and I think we have to get it to a nice like golden brown. I didn't want to burn it, so I was trying to be really careful with it. So here's me just cooking it away. I was watching Emmy Made's video on how she made the Dubai chocolate, trying to use that as a guide. Here's the dough whenever it was done cooking, just separating it a little bit. And you're like, ugh, she's touching it with her hands. But don't worry, guys, I wash my hands all the time, so they're clean. So now I'm going to be adding the pistachio, the paste. I started off with a spoonful. I ended up doing 2, and then I'm going to mix it up and then add some of that tahini. And then I think I ended up using a little bit more of that pistachio paste because I wanted it to have a really good consistency. So I ended up using a little bit more. And here's me mixing everything up, getting that filling ready for the chocolate. So here we go. After I got everything mixed up, I ended up getting the chocolate ready. So you'll see here in a little bit that I'm getting the white chocolate, and I'm going to melt it. I just did 20-second intervals of the melts in the microwave. It was just easier with these melts, and I only did a little bit because it's just for the drizzle on top. So this is after I got it done out of the microwave. Ended up mixing it up, and then you could see here I added the pink first, and then mixed that up together. And then so I ended up drizzling some of the pink into the molds. You'll see that here in a bit. And then after that, I ended up using some of the purple dye food coloring because I did want to add 2 different colors. So I poured the pink in first, and then I'm going to add some of that purple in. That way you can have 2 colors, make it look really pretty. Then I sprinkled some more of that white chocolate into my molds. I ended up putting the molds in the fridge for about 20 minutes to let this harden. And then I'm going to go in with my chocolate. So the chocolate, you couldn't put it in the microwave. It wasn't like the melts. So I ended up getting the pan, putting some water in there. And then I got this bowl and put it on top. When you're doing this, just make sure that the water isn't touching the bottom of your bowl. And then I'm going to get it hot, and then I'm going to add the chocolates and then get it all melted. I'm not an expert at this, so I didn't temper it, but the chocolate did come out pretty good. So here's me just mixing up the chocolate, getting it all melty and delicious. So you could see I poured the chocolate into the molds, and now I'm just moving it around, making sure that the molds are evenly coated. And then I'm also going to be getting some of that chocolate and going around the edges and make sure it's all sealed up and good. I'm going to put this back in the fridge for another 20 minutes to let that chocolate set. So I'm going to get that going in the fridge. After the chocolate set up, I'm going to be getting my filling now and adding it to my chocolate. Like I said, I should have made a little bit more of the mixture. And I noticed at the end that it wasn't enough. So I got to test out my my measurements. But there was a good amount inside of each one. So here's me just filling up those molds. Alright, so we put this in the fridge for about an hour. We're gonna pull it out of the mold here. Hopefully it comes out and it doesn't get stuck. So let's see. And it looks like it's coming out pretty good. It's yeah, it's not stuck in there or anything. These molds are actually really nice. And even though I'm not an expert at tempering the chocolate, it does look nice and shiny. And you can see just how big these chocolate bricks are. I didn't think they were going to come out this big for some reason. My fiance, he's going to put his hand next to one of the bars so you get like a size comparison, because my hands are pretty small. So this is against my hands. And then here's my fiance's hands compared to the chocolate. You could see just how giant these chocolate bars are. Willy Wonka would be proud of me. So yeah, this is them. They're all ready to go. Gonna be trying them out and letting you guys know how they taste. The chocolate is ready, and you can see that it looks like a giant bar because I just made some big chocolates. So here's my head for size comparison. We're gonna snap into it and hope it doesn't fall apart on me. So here we go. I'm scared. I don't want to drop it.
Oh.
Look at that, guys. There's our viral Dubai chocolate bar. So take a bite and see. Oh, good chocolate. Well, thank you guys again for watching the video. And I'm gonna go eat some chocolate with my fiance. So happy late Valentine's Day.